Hello and welcome back. What a beautiful morning. So I have something that I feel is really important I want to talk about. And before I get into it, I just want to share a little something about this channel and the way I present my material, my information, the way I share my message. Someone had mentioned to me that I speak slowly and that my videos are long. First of all, I want to say thank you. And yes. And this is deliberate. As much as it is an expression of my truth, of me, of who I am. The reason I pause very often between words, sentences, and the reason I speak slowly is because, as I mentioned before in a few videos, what I'm trying to share with you here is not a message that can be given in words. I'm not trying to share, I'm not trying to teach you anything. So two things. Number one, these videos, this channel is a sort of vacation away from your busyness. It's a great opportunity to just slow down a little bit and learn to appreciate some of the finer things in life, the little things in life. To maybe take a step out of your busy life and just take a moment for yourself. In the same way that you would go for a massage, you could just put all of your concerns aside. In that same way, in these videos, on this channel, you could just set your life aside, give yourself permission to pick up your things later, and to just slow down the mad pace of life and just share a little wisdom, heal. And second of all, the thing that would be, to me, very difficult to express if I was to just cram the whole video with word after word after word, is the feeling that I'm feeling, my expressions, my energy. Because I feel as though in life we spend too much time listening to what a person says and then thinking about it in the mind, instead of simply being with someone. And it's in that being that the real words are spoken, not the words of language, but a feeling of the heart, a heartfelt connection. So when I stop speaking, it's an opportunity for you to listen to the silence outside. Listen to the silence inside of you, to find that gap, that space where you can return to the emptiness, the space, if you will, between your thoughts, where you can observe your world. It's an invitation for you to recenter yourself. Some of the things that I say might have the ability to polarize you for or against something. And in the pause, in the stopping of certain words, it gives you the opportunity to recenter yourself. So those are the two reasons, there probably are more, that I speak slowly. Because this is not so much of a communication as it is a communion. We're here to share each other's being. And hopefully while you watch these videos, you can share yours with yourself, with me as well. So what is this video really about? Besides explaining why I speak the way I speak. And lately I feel as though I don't have much to say. And this is because we're experiencing right now a transition around the world, a transition of energy, a shift in energy. And this is very much a time, not just for other people, but for myself, very much for myself as well, to grow past a lot of the things that have been holding me back in life. A time to re-examine the patterns that are in me, that I allow to flow through me, that are destructive in my life. It's a time for me as well to work on those, to allow the reality of certain patterns in my life to sink deeply, to gain a bit more clarity and a bit more depth of understanding about the reality of these habits, of these things that I do. So I'm very much going through a transitional period as well. With you, with the world. I'm experiencing it, I'm flowing with it. This is very much a time to be reflective. It's a time to reflect on the things in your life that no longer serve you. It's a time to re-examine and drop old patterns. Not necessarily create new patterns. I don't feel as though this is a time right now that's very strong in manifestation. I feel very much this is a time for slipping out of an old skin, the same way a snake would shed its skin, so that you leave room for new things to come into your life. Because I feel very shortly there's going to be many, many opportunities, a very strong portal, if you will, an opportunity for this new energy to come in. And I feel right now this is the ripe opportunity to shed an old skin, to drop old layers, to drop old beliefs. If you will, a dark night of the soul. I believe it was Ralph Smart from Infinite Waters that said, when you are depressed, you are in deep rest. When you are depressed, you are in deep rest. So if you feel that feeling, remember that it's not a negative state, it's a transformational state. Just as the butterfly first comes out of the cocoon. So there's a heaviness in the air right now. And it's coming in waves. And it's a time to just simply look at the old patterns that you notice you're doing, and you may, as I say this, recognize that recently, especially, there's been certain habits that you do, that are doing, continue now even, that while you're doing them, you notice them more, and you just feel maybe more disgusted by them, or you simply have more of an awareness of their damage, of what they're actually doing to you, and that they're really useless. They don't have a purpose for you anymore. And you may notice that immediately after you have this thought, that there might be an old program that comes in that says something like, maybe, oh, well, that's just the way I am. And you might feel depressed after that thought. You may feel like there's nothing you can do about it. After that recognition of that pattern, you might feel useless, worthless. You might have all these negative feelings that push you down. And also, I want to remind you that those thoughts and feelings that you have about that negative habit you do also needs to go. It also doesn't have a place for you anymore. For a long time, we've been taught that you need to feel guilty about something, and when you feel guilty enough, it will change. You don't need to feel guilty at all, because guilt does nothing other than make you feel the pain twice unnecessarily. You're hurting in a way that is not helpful. Guilt is an extremely negative energy that has no use whatsoever. You don't need to feel guilty to understand something is bad or that it needs to change. It's pretty obvious without the guilt even. That's it. Continually return to your center, because from there everything is clear. I'll leave you with that. Wherever you are around the world, whatever time it is that you're watching this video, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. Peace.